Babies generally really like having their legs massaged. They tend to feel quite confident having their legs touched and moved around because they're so used to it from having their nappies changed. If they've had vaccinations recently, avoid massaging the area as it can be quite sore for a little while after they've had them. Enjoy massaging your baby's legs and let me know how you go. We're going to start on the legs with an exercise, so you don't need any oil just yet. You're going to take one of your baby's legs, lifting it in one hand, and you're going to drop it into the other hand. So this little exercise is called lift and relax. You can do this a couple of times. You might want to have a little bounce before you drop the leg. You might find that helps just to release and help them relax. And you can also say, relax, relax, as you're doing it. It's a really nice little exercise. It's good for their spatial awareness and just good to encourage them to relax their leg over to the other side. So lifting their leg and dropping it into the other hand. You might want to have a little bounce as well. Say relax, relax. And you can come back to this anytime. So if their legs are feeling a little bit stiff and inflexible, you can always come back to this, or both at the same time, and just say relax, relax. Lovely. So now if you want to get a little bit of oil or your cream or balm or whatever you're using, we're going to do this lovely technique called Indian milking. So we'll work on one leg at a time. So you can pick your leg, just get a little bit of oil going on this leg. Indian milking. So if you have your hands in sort of C shapes and you're going to mould your outside hand around the top of the thigh, and very gently you're just going to start to squeeze all the way down this little leg. You're going to miss out the knee, carry on all the way down, bring your other hand in to do the same on the inside of the thigh and carry on all the way down. And you're going to swap over your hands. So one hand after the other. So you want to just make sure that you're going in really lightly to start with, just to get a feel of how your baby's doing. Nice and slow. And this is a very grounding stroke. It's also really good for boosting circulation and the lymphatic system. But it's very calming and grounding and relaxing. It's an absolute favourite. You may feel that you can gradually start to sink in a little with your pressure. And the slower and deeper, obviously not deep on your baby, but the slower and gradually deeper you go, the more relaxing and calming it will be. Okay, and then onto the inside of the thigh with your thumb, going to make some moon circles. So just circling around the inside of the thigh with your thumb or your forefingers, whatever feels good for you. Just have a little experiment. But circling around in there, lovely to get the oil or balm that you're using into those little creases and crevices. And same thing with a circle all the way round the knee. So this one is called kissing the knee. This is great for lymphatic drainage. You've got lots of lymph nodes all around your knee. And just should feel really nice as well. And then for some train tracks, so your thumbs running one after the other up towards the knee from the ankle through the shin. So just nice and light, one thumb after the other. And then for the ankle, with your thumbs or your forefingers, both hands or one hand, you can just make some little circles all around the ankle. Again, so lovely to get the oil or your cream or your balm or whatever you're using into these little creases and crevices. Sometimes it can get a little bit dry in there. If you have a look in the little folds around the ankle. And to finish on this leg, we're going to stroke upwards from the ankle up towards the thigh, just to encourage all the blood up towards the heart. And a goodbye to that little leg, and a well done, well done. You can let that leg go. And we'll do the same sequence on the other leg. So we started with our Indian milking. So you're going to mould your hand around the top of the thigh and start with your squeezes all the way down, missing out the knee. Bringing your other hand in, your inside hand to work on the inside of their thigh and all the way down. Swapping over, and just nice and slow and steady. Sinking in just gradually if you feel you would like to. But this squeezing action seems to be very popular for calming and grounding. I think babies tend to love it because it reminds them of being in the womb, where they were constantly squeezed and moved and comforted. So it's like a little memory, a little reminder of that for them. And then we had our moon circles. So with your thumb just circling around the inside of the thigh. Get that oil going into those little creases and crevices. And then all the way round the knee with your thumb, or you can use more of your forefingers to make a circle. Whatever feels good, but we're kissing the knee. And then for your train tracks, your one thumb after the other, just for balancing and grounding. And then your little circles all around the ankle. So you can use your thumb or your forefinger, one hand, two hands, just working your way around. Getting that oil or your balm into those little creases and crevices. And then your couple of strokes upwards from the ankle up towards the thigh. Just encouraging all the blood back up towards the heart. And a goodbye to that little leg and a well done. Well done.